And we are back this year with your January Purple Pants podcast Premonitions. We doing things a little bit different. We're being more intentional. We are on YouTube as well. So if you're listening to this on the Purple Pants podcast, you can head over to the Brice Isaiah YouTube and get your spiritual reading. I want to formally welcome back to the podcast. It feel like I haven't seen you all year.
I know. Oh my gosh. Is she famous? Your favorite bitch, Gangsta Girl.
Yes.
Back again in the building for the year 2023, baby. Okay. Get into it.
Yes, we have Gangsta Gurry here for our Purple Pants Premonitions. And to some of the people that might be new, we starting it off. Listen, what can you please explain to the people, one, who you are and what the Purple Pants
Mm-hmm.
Premonition is?
Absolutely. Hey there, YouTube family. For all of y'all that don't know me, I'm Gary DeAndre, Gangsta Gurry, as the streets likes to know me. Gangsta with an A because we don't do that ER Buster-ish
Buster.
over here. Okay, period. I'm a spiritual consultant, healer, educator based out of Brooklyn, New York. And what are the Purple Pants Premonitions? Basically, what I do is I come on and I share what the tea is going to be for the upcoming month. What can you expect your spirit to be going throughout the month? And how can you avoid any of those pitfalls that's going to be coming your way? Because, baby, it's all about elevating, my love. So I'm here to make sure that you are elevating, period.
Yes. Okay. Now, what you got for the month of January? Because listen, whoo,
She's giving a
this
little tawdry, a little tired, but she's also giving it's a new year, baby. So I'm not about to let you stop me from being the best version of me I can be, honey. Okay, get into it. But for the month of January, what we've been noticing, because we just went through a full moon in Cancer. So if you've been feeling very, very like emotional, if you've been in your teary bag, like that's very much something that we're definitely going through this year. And at least for like the first couple of weeks this month. But as we're going throughout the rest of the month, it's going to snap back into place because we also are in the middle of Mercury retrograde. So if you've been trying to travel, because I was hearing that everybody in their travels was acting a little ghetto. You know
giving
what I'm saying? It was a
Southwest,
little.
giving very Southwest, 2,000 flights canceled in a day.
Okay, very that. It was giving, okay, cancellations, delays. But as we get closer to the end of January, we're going to start seeing things start to speed up a little bit more. So I know that a lot of us have probably been trying to figure out, like, well, what's my plan? What am I going to make happen? And the rest of this month is really going to help you to figure that out. So take it easy. Make sure you stay on top of your stuff. And we're going to get into what we can expect energetically for the rest of the month of January. So I have two decks I'm going to be using. I have the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck, and I also have the Everyday Witch Tarot, I believe it is called. So I'm going to use both of these to basically illuminate what we can expect. I know that some people love a little card shuffling ASMR because I like to pull cards live. Okay, because listen, you know that the girl is going to do the things right on time. She's not going to make it up on the fly. She can give it to you right on time. So
She's going
universe,
to give it to you
ancestors.
live.
Okay.
Okay.
Live and in living color, honey.
Okay.
Okay. So we have two cards that have already popped out. And this is going to be our last card. This is going to be how we're going to win. So the two cards that have come up are the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, and we have the Judgment card coming in reverse. So this is basically saying, why are you judging yourself for being patient? Why are you judging yourself for being a bad bitch? Okay. Why are you judging yourself for making your things happen? If you see on the Nine of Pentacles here, she's sitting in a bed. She's sitting in a nice little chair. She reading a book. She got her money and her apples and all of her wonderful things surrounding her, right? So this is kind of just like a sign for us to be grateful for how far we've come. Like, baby, we're in 2023. There are people that have passed away. People are dying, Kim. Like, no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. But you're still here, thriving, profiling, styling, making it happen. So it's time for you to really just like sit and be mindful of taking a moment to take a step back. That grind culture, we were talking about this before we hopped on here, is dead. It's done. It's a chop for me. Okay. No 10. She gets all zeros, not even a one, honey. Like, we
Very
don't have
ghetto.
time to
Very
be
ghetto.
very
Like,
ghetto,
listen.
very hood. Do not like, do not want, 0 stars. Okay. Do not recommend. And sometimes we judge ourselves. So we have the Judgment card come up in reverse. Now, when this is come up in reverse, a lot of the times I think about the inverse of a card showing up is like what we are struggling to like pay attention to. Why are we judging ourselves for not wanting to do what everybody else is doing? First thing that comes to mind. I know that there are some of my people out there that are celebrating dry January, right? And sometimes when we are celebrating like these things for our spirit, for our body, and we go somewhere and people are like, well, why are you not drinking? Why are you not? And then they try to peer pressure you. It's like, no, baby, I'm not getting peer pressure because I'm doing this for myself. What are you choosing to do for yourself because you know that it is helping your spirit get back on track? It's helping your mind get back on track, your emotions get back on track. Because there are going to be a lot of people who are going to judge you for what you got going on, but that is a sign that they are not supposed to be in your atmosphere, babes. Okay? Like, no. Okay? Like, no, we don't have time for that in 2023, honey. Come on, now you feel the church
I feel
chicks,
it.
okay?
I feel it.
Bury that, bury that. And the Three of Swords is the last card that came out. And if you can see on this card, hold on, here we go. So as you can see, it's got a nice little notebook. It's got three swords and a nice little heart back here. So it normally represents heartbreak, but this is representing in reverse restoration. Coming back from a heartbreak, coming back from a breakup, maybe a spiritual breakup, maybe a friendship breakup. Maybe you've just been in this space where you are trying to allow yourself to just be healed. You feel what I'm saying? A space of healing. What does it mean for you to heal from some of these losses that you are going through, especially with this full moon in Cancer that we just went through? It's bothering my emotions. It's making me feel a little weepy, but you know what? You will always come back from it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what the tarot tea for the month is going to be giving. I also thought it would be dope to do a little oracle card for advice. I always love to color these readings with a little advice after the fact. So we're going to give a little another ASMR. Okay, so get it.
Yeah.
Get into it.
Also, those cards are reading to my life specifically in just so many ways. I feel like there are friendships in my realm in which things look different. And so I always struggle with, because I feel like friendships are a reflection of myself. And if like a friendship isn't doing well, then I feel like it's a reflection of myself. And it's like, you know what? I got to let it go. I just have to, let it be what it's going to be. And then also, starting this new year off, I was really intentional when you talk about heartbreak in reverse. I'm always honest here. And, I have some, so what would they call them? F boys. I had a couple little F boys in my life that
male woes. Some male woes.
Some male woes that I know aren't healthy, I know aren't good, but they were convenient and they were there. And I said in 2023, I don't want that no more because I really feel like having that energy and having that space around me is occupying my king's space, and my king can't come in here if somebody occupying it. So I have been so intentional with being like, you know what? You don't serve me like I need to be served anymore. You're not feeding my body like I want to be fed in 2023.
Amen. And listen, it's just like, what we surround ourselves energetically is what we tend to match with. It's very much law of attraction. You attract where you are, how you speak to yourself, how you carry yourself is what you're going to attract. You feel what I'm saying? And if you want to attract somebody that's giving elevation, then you have to make sure that those that are not elevated are not in your space, period, point blank, plain and simple. And that's very much a lesson for me as well, because I'm in my own. We're gonna have to talk offline, honey, because I got some tea about it. Okay. But to get into the advice for today, we have two cards that have come up. I love that you also stated like people have been in your life and they're exiting your life, but the first card that comes up is gratitude. Okay. So we have the gratitude card, and the gratitude card is number 35. We also have the safe travel card. So Spicy Bricey, I know that you just came back from a safe trip. Okay. Do you have another trip that's on the horizon?
Potential. Well, I mean, yes, I do. Yes.
Okay. Listen, manifest it if it's a couple of them.
Yes.
Okay. Many trips.
Yes.
So we have the numbers 35 and 30 coming together to make 65. 6 plus 5 breaks down to the number 11 in numerology. So this is all about a new beginning as you are showing gratitude for the new environments that you are stepping into, right? So one of the things that I would advise people to do, as you can see, it has a candle. Maybe light a candle for the progress. Lucy Progresso is something that they say in certain aspects of spirituality. So how are you bringing in light and progress to your your life, and also knowing that you are safely going to travel to the new destinations, to the new iterations of yourself that you are going. You feel what I mean? So I want to just be mindful of the fact that having gratitude for how far you've come is what half the battle is. And remember that wherever you are going, you're going to be okay. That's my Purple Pants premonitions for the month of January.
Yes. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but that definitely was speaking directly to my soul. And again, this is something that we do monthly here on the Purple Pants podcast. So I cannot thank Gangsta Gary DeAndre, for pulling up and feeding our souls. But before we go, can you let the people know where they can follow you at? If they, if they want to get into your own podcast, where can they go? And, I know before you weren't taking read-ins. I don't know what the 2023
Yeah.
spirits is giving you, but let the people know before we go.
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram in Espanol, okay, or Instagram, IG, Gangsta Gurry, Gangsta, Gangsta, Gurry, Gurry. You can also find me tweeting my shit, popping my shit on Twitter, okay? And then on top of that, I just got a TikTok not too long ago, so she's trying to build her TikTok following. You can find me, Gary DeAndre, on there. As far as what I have coming up this year, I actually have something called the 21-Day Abundance Challenge. It's a program from Deepak Chopra that I will be running. It's going to drop on January 17th. So if you're interested, you can stay paying attention to my social media. I'll drop some information about that within the next week or so. And if you want your own personal reading, that's going to be coming very, very soon as well. She's not going to be giving full extended readings, but she's going to give a little something, a little, a little taste for the girls. Okay. So please, okay. So get into it. Please keep your eyes open. Very that. She and I can share this here because y'all my family. She's got a new website in the clink. Okay, so be ready. She's coming hard in 2023. No time to play. No rest for the weary. Actually, there is rest for the weary. Okay, because she is going to get her rest in. But some things are on the way, and I'm so excited to share it with you all.
Thank you so much. This has been your Purple Pants podcast, January Purple Pants Premonitions.
I said it's a I said it's a I said it's a Purple Pants Premonition.